Afternoon, everybody. Went to the press conference for Tyne and Glory. Drove the second event at the Virtue Arena. Very excited for this one. Arguably biggest card to date, following on from titles of the Tyne. Absolutely barnstormers on there, absolutely great card. So me and Matt would just like to thank everybody for turning up first of all, and we'll hand over the floor for questions, please.
Just reflecting on that first card, obviously a few months ago now, new venue, as we said at the time, really well attended, really great atmosphere. You know, what sort of positive things have you taken from that night into this show, and from the card that you've got? How excited are you the future of North East boxing, with some of the talent sat on this table?
I think the positives come off the card itself. The quality of the boxers are on there will attract the crowds. Having Cyrus on again, Lee, people like that coming on board. The box again on with shows is absolutely massive. And then introducing Bobby back on. I've known Bobby for a lot of years now, and Bobby's like a boxer that you really want to see on a show. He's entertaining from the off, and he gives 110%. And I kind of speak highly enough of Bobby. He's a top kid in the area, like all these lads are. For myself, obviously, we've got a few fighters on out the gym as well, who are training as well, like Lee, Owen, Nathan, who was not the other day, and Jack Scott, had been added late onto the card. It's Jack's first fight in Britain under the British Licence Board. So looking forward to that for Jack. He's worked hard to get there, had to travel on the road, prove his worth, and then came back with a title. And now he's on the card, you know, so well done to Jack. Also, Jake Brown making his debut, who I manage as well. Jake looks a massive prospect. Great skills when I've seen him spar. Looks really, really good and great card. Sophia as well, who I manage. Great debut out last. Looking to move her career on now onto a second bout. So hopefully the crowd will be behind. We're only lady on this card as well, so best of luck to her. Also getting Josh on as well is massive as well. I've knew Josh as well a lot of years. And Josh is a top boxer. I've always liked Josh's style. Thought even when he was boxing amateur, his style suited the pro game. To get them on is unbelievable. And Joe Miller as well. I managed Joe after his title fight the last time. Getting back out there quick to keep taking over, and hopefully have some more news on Joe after this fight as well. On titles either later on the year or the beginning of next year. After I've spoke down with his team and his dad, and we'll discuss after this fight what we're going to get after that. Also, like to welcome Josh onto a show as well. Josh has had two really good area title fights on the bigger platform against another good lad out area, Robbie Coleman. A lot of respect to Robbie as well. He was another top lad, and always nice and polite every time you see him. But like Josh, another good lad from the amateurs, come through, and these cards are giving these lads and lasses the chances, hopefully, to push their careers on, to try and catch up the likes of Cyrus and Bobby, you know. For me, like, after the last bout with Cyrus on my show, I'm absolutely over the moon. Cyrus has decided to box on this show again. A big fan of Cyrus's, always have been. And to watch him out there again on our show, it'll be a privilege for myself personally as a boxing fan. Yeah. And also I'd like to say the lad who was near Nathan Comiskey, who's really stepped up lately. He's looked amazing spawn. He's come on loads, and that's to the quality of our gym as well, who we've got in the gym, working with the likes along the sides of Lee, and his sparring partner, and who's more than that, who's got a massive career in front of him as well, guided right, and that's Owen Rees. Excited to get Owen out again. Owen needs to be fighting on these big cards. He's a massive talent. And nobody's really seen the best of Owen yet because he hasn't had a good run of fights one after the other. Hopefully we can provide that for Owen along with his own management team, and get Owen out boxing regular because he deserves it. Because realistically, I see next year Owen really pushing on and fighting for an English or British at least by early next year. Yeah. But the card is absolutely massive. If you can see, the quality of these boxers sitting up here today is phenomenal. So this show is going to be just as good as the last show, if not better. The two main bouts, both fighters that are coming in really fancy themselves as well. So I'd like to say a thank you to Ben Crocker and Willie Gilheany for taking these bouts. There's bouts that them think they can win. So these two prove to be barnstormers, as Bobby and Cyrus always seem to be in them kind of bouts anyway. But I really fancy both were local lads in these bouts. I think Cyrus is just another level above his opponent, in my opinion. And I think Bobby is also about his opponent. I think these two lads will get on and fly the flag on bigger shows in the future. And if we can give them a little helping hand on that, that's great. That's what we set Job's up for, is to push people on and help them try and get on these bigger stages. So basically that's my opinion on these shows. So if you open the floor, if you want to ask any of the boxers any questions, please feel free.
Yeah. That's Bobby. Bobby, back out a couple of months ago now, was it, I think? Obviously under Jordan for the first time. It was a couple of weeks, was it? I don't know where time goes. Bit of an unorthodox opponent, that fight. He was a bit of a strange fella, but you got through it. How much are you looking forward to this one?
Massive. Like I said, my last big fight, obviously I lost my English title, and I'm not going to lie, there was times where I thought, would I be in the big fights again? Will I get the opportunity again? And here I am, do you know what I mean? On the big stage, headlining a great card at an arena in Newcastle for a final eliminator for the British title. So, yeah, I just can't wait to get in there now and, just do what I do. And, this one I want to prove a point. So, yeah, I can't wait to get in there and, go.
In terms of camp, obviously, you hooked up with Jordan Williams before the last fight. Obviously, he's building a stable there at the minute with Troy. Obviously, Jacob Bank looked very impressive last night out in Saudi Arabia. Being around that calibre of fighters sort of day in, day out, is that pushing you on to another level?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's great to be training alongside them fighters. Obviously, I've known Troy for a long, long time. So, yeah. But like I said, he's a good coach, Jordan. That's why a lot of people are joining him. But, yeah, I'm just grateful to be around it all. And it's only going to be good for me in it going forward. So, yeah.
So this fight, obviously, it's I think is it for the British final eliminator, and then obviously vacant belt on the line as well.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing that British one will be the one that piques your interest most in terms of what can come next.
Yeah, look, it's my dream to be British champion. So yeah, 2 fights away, that's how I see it. And if he thinks he's going to come to my area, up to my weight and beat me in front of my people for a British title eliminator, he's got another thing coming, mate. So yeah, like I said, I'm ready to rock, and next week you're going to see the best Bobby Dalton.
Perfect. Cyrus?
Cheers, mate.
You've been building sort of quietly over the last few fights, back up here in the northeast, putting some good wins under the belt. Now you've got an opportunity, obviously, to pick up a vacant belt and I guess put you back where you feel you belong in terms of those rankings. How important is this one for you?
They're all important, to be honest with you. Like, I've had a bit of a nightmare the last 3 years, like building myself back up from my first defeat and then that career-ending injury. So it's been like a long slog. But I've always kept the faith, and I've got good people around us, and I say this is another step in the right direction, like, and I always take one fight at a time.
What's it been like for you working with Billy in terms of, obviously that was different for you. You've been in and around the northeast most of your life in terms of that training camp. What different things has he brought to the camp? And again, working with people that he also sort of has in the gym, how's that been?
Yeah, it's been a massive change. Like, obviously I've been going back away from home, which was been quite a long time since I've done that for JB, but he's tried and tested. Like, he's got world champions under his belt. I've been around Lewis Crocker and that Spawn camp. Recently been down for Holland Eubank, done 28 rounds with him for the week, so I'm like rubbing shoulders with the best in the country, and I know that I'm ready to put my name amongst them.
And obviously, again, this bit like Bobby in terms of what opportunities this can open up with victory. You're not going to look past this fight, of course, but what is it, your aspirations for the rest of the year, assuming you come through this one?
We'll just take one fight at a time. Like, I know there's opportunities there that we've already been provided, but I'm not really counting my eggs before the hatch. Do you know what I mean? Like I've been in that position before when we've got like 6-figure contracts getting delivered to the dressing room before fights and stuff, and just got to take one fight at a time. And I know that it's all going to come.
Yeah, perfect.
One like for either Danny or Matty, really. It's been said already about Bobby's fight being British title eliminator, but what are the chances, if successful, that Bobby will fight for the British title up here?
Well, obviously, it all depends on who the opponents are as well. So obviously, we're trying to build Bobby up to get to there. A fight like that deserves to be on a big card. Even though we didn't manage or train Bobby, I will still be pushing it with connections who I've got in the sport to get that on a big card. And hopefully the big card will come in Newcastle or somewhere in the northeast where Bobby's people haven't got to travel for that, you know. It's the same with Cyrus. We'd love Cyrus to box for a British or a world even in Newcastle. But fights like that have to be on a big card. These lads slog their guts out every day in, day out. They deserve to be on these cards. You watch some of the cards on the TV, and like, to be fair to these lads and lasses on here, like a lot of these deserve to be on before people who are on them. And every show you've been to where you see any of these boxed on, you'll understand why I'm saying that, because they give the all every fight, and there's no journeymen there just ready for them to follow. They've been in 50-50 fights from the start, and these lads and lasses deserve it. And me and Danny up here want to push that. It's not about pushing just jobs as shows. It's about pushing with fighters in the area who I care passionately about. And anybody that knows me behind the scenes will know that. I could rush Leon really quickly. There's offers there, but why? Why? He's just a young kid. Yeah. He's got a career to think of. Same with Joe Miller. Joe could be pushed on quicker. Why? Let them get that experience in there, you know. We see these lads day in, day out spawn with top elite fighters. We know they're not far behind them. But give them another 18 months and then they'll be there for competition against these people. And like I say, these two fights, Bobby's and Cyrus's, deserve to be on big cards, but they've got to get through this one on Saturday night. And these boxers who are coming aren't going to lie down. So both these lads now, they've got to be on their game on that night. And then once that happens, we'll take it from there. And if we can help further their careers even further, not it mightn't be on our shows, we will, and I'll push it, and I'll try my hardest to try and get them fights for them on the big cards, you know.
Yeah, is that the main motivation then for jobs? Yeah, when you've got some of the creme de la creme of the Northeast on the show, is to get them right on the verge of the riches.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But at the same time, we want to build up our shows and show, like, TV companies what we can put on. So TV companies can come and have a look at us and try and get us on the TV as well, so we can then in the future build to put these fights on ourselves. But without TV backing, it's really, really hard to try and like get a British title on because of the money that's demanded. And every boxer that boxes deserves every penny they get. And the more money they can get for these fights, better for them. But we can only start getting to them kind of levels if we're already securing TV deals. And there's a lot of talk behind the scenes and all that, what we're doing at the moment as well with people to try and get there. And I can see we're actually getting there in the next 18 months. But at the moment, the platform's me, Danny, Leroy and Will at the minute, and that's... So... We're going to see the bank manager to give us some more money, you know. But it's... until that, like, until we're up there, yeah, these lads and lasses deserve to be on a platform that's getting them recognised.
Cheers, Matty.
Yeah. Matty, you touched upon Nathan Kaminsky, who isn't here. Now, Nathan obviously had a few close fights. Was it
6, aye.
But then he took quite a while off boxing. He's back now. You've been watching him in the gym, sparring. How's he coming on? That's the first question. It's a simple one. How's he coming on? But the second one is, I know when you had Nathan the first time, you kind of thought of him as a fighter who could win a Northern Area title. Now that he's come back and he's refreshed, have you changed your mind? I think he's still there, or do you think he could achieve more?
I think he would achieve more. 100%. Definitely. He's in a better place personally in his personal life now as well. He's more relaxed. He's enjoying it. I didn't think he was enjoying it near the end. Before he had his break, he's come back. He's enjoying it. He's helping me on the coaching side as well with strength and conditioning. He does that with Lee and Owen and Ben. And he's loving that side of it as well, to be part of that. But the likes of being around likes of Owen and Lee in the same gym is absolutely bouncing off him massively. It's raised his game and his expectations as well. And watching his last few spars, I think he's right up there, and I think he is ready to challenge for, well, at least the Northern area, but I would say beyond that as well, definitely.
Josh, you're back in the Northeast after 2 very successful away trips, 2 great fights. Obviously picked up the English title last time out. On paper, this looks like a little bit of a backward step in terms of, I guess, a ticking over fight, but there's certainly Lee, I know, has been in with the guy before, and he's a tough opponent. Again, no boxer's going to look past the next opponent, but for you, what does the next 6 months hold, assuming that, you get through that test on Saturday night?
Well, I was hoping to box for the British title, but the lad I beat in, not the previous fight, the one before, he's been mandated for it, so I thought I'd just get myself out and keep busy, and hopefully that comes at the end of the year.
Is that still at the same weight as well?
Yes,
Yeah,
bantamweight.
Yeah, fine. And in terms of obviously going away and getting those experiences of fighting away, it must have been great to obviously, you had travelling fans going down with you, but I guess going to somebody else's backyard and getting the victory as well, it can be no better feeling than that.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, because you go down, you're in the lines then, you've got everything against you, then you come away with a win.
Yeah, perfect. Well, we're down that end. Joe, you picked up your first title last time out. How was that feeling?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. Not the first time, son. Great answer. In terms of your career now, obviously, again, picking up that belt, being on that big show, having that big arena, obviously, well supported. Sunderland came out in force that night to support you. What do you, looking for? What is your aspirations now? Is it to build on that? Is it to look at the, that route, or is it to look at the domestic titles as well in terms of the English and things like that?
Yeah, it was a brilliant night. I'll never forget it. Like the crowd, the event, the occasion, and the arena, and it just makes you want more. So yeah, keep busy this fight, take over. And hopefully have another big fight at the end of the year for a Northern Area title.
Okay, fine. While we're down that end, we'll just have them come back down this end and go to Jake. So, your first time out on the show, how's camp been, how's preparations been, and how much are you looking forward to it?
I've had a really good camp. Been training since about December, January time, because all my medicals have been taking ages to come back, so been training really hard, had some really good spars in, so yeah, I'm ready.
And it'll be a 4-rounder, this, is it? First time out? Yeah. Plenty of support coming out for you on the night?
Aye. Yeah. Good food tickets.
It's not a similar question, obviously, the camp you're in, the people you're around, how's that been from an experience point of view?
Really good. All the lads in the gym, they've all got a lot of experience, so it helps, such as Bobby, he's on a big show, so training alongside him helps push me on as well.
Jordan was very complimentary about you at the Eston show, away from the cameras, so no pressure, but I think he's expecting big things.
There will be big things.
Yeah. Perfect, thanks.
Nice one.
Go down the other end of the table. I'll just continue. We'll start with Josh and work our way back along. Josh, 2 battles with Robbie, obviously in the last 2 fights. One went your way, the other one didn't.
Yeah.
Well, there's very close fights. For you, is it just about getting back out, shaking the dust off, get a win back under your belt and then build again?
100%. Need to be active. If I'm not, I just balloon up, put loads of weight on, enjoy myself too much. It's no good. I need to be active as much as possible. And as soon as this show came up, I says to Dan, get us on. I've seen massive things with these shows. And obviously it's in Newcastle, sell a few tickets, give everyone a night out, and hopefully put on a good show. So, yeah.
I think Robbie's out the week after.
Aye.
Is that still a possibility?
Got to be on it.
Yeah.
It's 1-1 now, so we want to push the trilogy, but obviously it's got to make sense for both sides, and If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But he wants it again. I want it again. I don't see why. Why not? 2 good fights.
Yeah.
Get it again.
Perfect. Sophia, you made your debut in Eston. Again, probably was only a few weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, 5 weeks ago.
After the frustration of kind of waiting for your licensing, getting signed off, having the show fall over last time, I think you were due to be on the Job show last time out. Is it nice to be having 2 fights in quick succession?
Yeah, it is, to be fair. Like I said, I've been training since the beginning of the year, so I just kept taking over, and I just want to gain experience before bigger fights hopefully follow.
And what was that debut like looking back on it? I think, she was a tricky opponent, but you dominated pretty much most of the fight.
Yeah, she was a bit dirty. Yeah, like to get stuck in there and a couple of headbutts and stuff like that and still getting shots, but I kept me boxing and handled those moments quite well, I feel like. So yeah, it's just good to get out there.
Female boxing after a period of, a bit of a down period is kind of really back in live again, certainly in the Northeast.
Yeah.
We've seen Hannah obviously get her titles last time out on the show.
Yeah.
Jade Pierce did a fantastic job picking up the title on that Eston show that you were obviously on.
Yeah.
Does that drive you more to, seeing those girls and being around them to sort of,
definitely.
pursue yourself?
Yeah, me and Hannah, like you say, we work well in the gym together. We do a bit of tech sparring and stuff like that. So, having the likes of Hannah in the gym as well is inspiring me more to push on and get the experience and then just see where it takes me. So, yeah.
Perfect. Owen? Good words there from Matty in terms of yourself. And obviously, you've been building, you've been out quite regular. Obviously picked up Northern area. Another fight you're looking forward to on Saturday night?
Yeah, just another fight. I want to push on for titles, but how boxing is, just waiting for the right opportunity. I'm still only 26, but I feel like I'm ready to be in there with ready for an English title or whatever's Commonwealth. I'm ready for that level now, but just waiting for that opportunity to rise.
There seems to be a fantastic atmosphere in and around the Jobs gym from the outside looking in. Is that something that, you guys all get along with each other, push each other day to day?
Yeah, well, it's even better to have 3-4 people on the show in the same gym because you're all focused on the same thing. So, and then my brother's fighting the week after, so we're all flying in the gym at the minute.
Yeah, if he picks up that win down there, he'll be pushing you on even more, will it, to try and get out there and get a
definitely.
Yourself?
I've always got my brother's back. I'm his biggest supporter, like he is with me. So, yeah.
Perfect. Lee, last but not least, absolutely. For me personally, I haven't watched you since your debut. You've got such an exciting and fan-friendly style. I think it's important what was said there about, it would be easy to push you now, but obviously you've got to be mindful of not pushing you too far too soon. How do you feel the career's gone so far, and how do you feel the last performance went, and what you're looking forward to next Saturday?
It's been good. Just handle business every other time I've went out, and it's what I think it's what I know I'll do every single time I do go out. I hold myself at high standards, and every single time I'm in the gym with Matty and everyone else in the gym, I give it 100%, and I make sure I live the life like an ultimate professional. And I feel like my performances show that, because as you see some people who don't live the life outside of boxing, and it shows where you only get one shot of this game, and I want to give it my 100% effort.
This is another 6-rounder, I believe, is against an Argentinian opponent.
Somewhere from around there, but
yeah.
I wanted an 8, but due to a couple of pullouts and stuff, it's just been a 6. But it's just got to handle business, as I said before, and get the job done.
It's about staying active as well in terms of trying to get out a couple more times before the year's out, and then seeing what is on the horizon beyond that.
Definitely. Well, I think I'm the most active fighter in the Northeast, to be honest. I've already been pro 2, yeah, but not even that yet. So, just staying active and keep building, keep building and building, and then as I said, when the time arises for a big title, I'll be more than ready.
I think sometimes, at the top level, everyone looks to heavyweights, don't they? They see those as the exciting fights, but actually sort of the bantamweights and the lower levels, there's some really exciting talent at the minute.
Well, obviously my weight, but I think not only my weight, but we've got a bit of everything on this card, and I think everyone's exciting. There's not one person on this card who couldn't go on and win English, British, European. I think everyone's. I think the North East is a bit of a sleeping giant, and I think like everyone, especially on this card, and there's a few of us who are all top talents, and some people like Cyrus and Bobby who are already there to fight for Britishers. So we're all just gonna do the business on Saturday night.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cheers.
Anybody else?
Just to go back to Dan and Matty, just to finish off. So recently you announced that Juicing has come on board as an official partner for all remaining 2026 events. What does that partnership signal about where Jobs UK is heading?
First of all, we're very grateful for sponsorships like that. Very, very hard to come by, as we all know, especially everyone that works as part of Jobs. Sponsorship really is the backbone of these shows, and without it, wouldn't be possible. As well as these guys selling their tickets, and on top of all the training they've got to do, they've got to sell their tickets, and we try to take as much pressure of that as way as possible, and the only way to do that is we're backing. Currently, like Matt touched on, we don't have that TV deal. It's all a sponsorship. So when that sponsorship comes in, it means a world to us, especially when it's from Northeast companies as well. So it's Juicing's Northeast that have stepped up and doing the backing for the rest of the year. Looking forward to this show, obviously, and then the next show down on Wearside. And like I say, without them, it wouldn't be possible.
That's it from me. Thank you.
I'd just like to thank Danny and Matty for putting these type of shows on up here. Like I said, we are a sleeping giant, really, and to put these scale of shows on for us fighters, you know, I'm only grateful. So, yeah, I just want to say thank you very much.
Anybody else? All right. Well, I'd just like to thank everybody for coming. Appreciate your time, taking time out your busy schedules, training. Actually, one thing I would like to touch on is we've got two lads here today as well. Luke and Sonny. Thank you for coming down as well. Luke and Sonny are looking to make their debuts after this show as well. Two very exciting prospects. We can't wait to get those two guys out on the 31st of October, hopefully, everything pending. And we look forward to seeing them as well as a stack card down there. All right, thank you very much, everybody.
Yes, thank you.
Good applause.